Okay, this is the last one I'm showing, all right, and this is in the silk organza. This is a wide, straight hem. So this is great for like dirndl skirts. It's great for some types of sleeves. It's great for tiered skirts that are straight at the bottom because it's a really wide hem. Claire McCardle used it a lot for her dirndl skirts. There's a wonderful crinkled georgette navy blue dress in the museum study room where she's got maybe maybe an 8-inch, 7 or 8-inch hem. And what it does on the lighter weight fabric is it gives a border, like a band almost at the bottom. So we're going to do it on here. And here's how you start. I've got mine preset that I've folded up a 1/2 inch and I basted it. You could go to the iron and press it. All right. I'm going to remove my basting later. All right. Next step, because of the size of our piece, I wanted to make it 4-inch, but we're a little tight, so I'm going to make it a 3-inch hem finish. All right, so 3-inch, it'll give you the look. So I need to pin it. Oops, once it's there, maybe. There, I'm there. Pin it. Let me just make sure my end is correct. A little more than that, right? Okay. Either you're going to pin it, let me see, let me do my pins at the ends, and then I'm probably going to switch to pin basting, because I think it may be easier. Let's see. All right, so again, but the beauty is making it even. And the beauty is the first part being nice and straight, too. And, this again, I don't have quite organza. It's got another texture that's surprising me a little bit. Okay, 3. Let me try it this direction. Okay, I think that's better. Okay. Make it nice and even. And then your choice of stitching here is either, okay, I can see I've got a wave right there, so I need to figure out where I went wrong. Okay, you can see that wave. Also, you don't want to stretch this stuff. I think mine, it feels almost, you can see the texture is different than an organza, which is a plain weave. This feels almost like silk gazar. And silk gazar is not something for you to, don't get it for your term project. Let me just say, you need a lot more experience before you're ready to handle that. I once was teaching, I remember, I'll never forget, I once was teaching the soft draping portion of the class for the 1-year students, and one of my students got silk gazar. And I think we both felt like we were going to jump out the window, because every time you touch it, it changes. The dimension changes. And it's very, very difficult. And that's what this one feels like. It's great for making bows, big accentuated bows. Okay? When you're done, your edges of the fabric should line up if you cut squares. And actually mine's just a drop off, isn't it? So that could be what's fighting me. Okay, let me just let it breathe. Let me go back in. So you have to look at your stuff. Okay, is that better? Yeah, okay, I think so. All right, so here, I don't think I have it that you base. Let me just double check my notes. Even based, yep. Nope. Pin based. You can baste. It's up to you. I'll leave it up to you whether you want to or not. Because my pins are this direction, I'm going to place my hem on the inside. And here again, I may or may not need paper. I'm going to assume I do. All right? And always better to be safe than not, right? Okay, and okay. I think I'm there. Okay, and just either machine stitch. So you're going to see a row of stitching on the outside, which can be very pretty actually on something like this. I'm going to do up to about the halfway spot this way. Or you could do that same kind of slip stitch like was on the hand-rolled scarf. Hand-rolled hem on the chiffon. So I'll go to here so you see what that looks like. Okay. And of course I'm going to get rid of my basting inside so I don't have that pink showing. I've got a double stitch here, so I'm going to loosen that first, or cut it might even be better. I'm going to cut it so I don't have any chance of damaging anything, and just pull it out. I think I cut it there, yep, and then get rid of the junk. Okay, so all you're going to see is that wonderful little stitch. Press this flat, you got it. All right, so let's take a look at what that looks like. And I think I'm just going to show on my existing samples the hand stitch that I was talking about. So there we go. And here, trim off, get rid of all threads. You don't have to tie them for this, it's okay. And there you go. This is often on bottoms of fancy aprons back in the day. It could be on the bottom of a sleeve, a pajama type look. It could be multi-layers. You could have other hems that come, different tiers. So the lower edge of this hem could cover that one. There's all kinds of things. But what it does is it gives a border. How can you see that best? Maybe here. You can see that it becomes a very pretty border. I need to press this so it's nice and flat. And you also see that what you turn on the inside shows. So that first one is really important because that's part of the beauty of this as well. Okay? And let me show, wait, don't shut it yet.
I'm not shutting it.
Okay, let me show the hem. Let's see, where do I have that? This one's completely done with the machine. And then there's one here. Yep, this one's completely done by hand. And you can see, I think, yep. And you can see that it's, again, like the slip stitch, all right, that we just showed on the chiffon. Which one did we just do? The chiffon.
The rolled?
The rolled hem, yep. All right, it's just like that. All right, and this is like a slip stitch, but it's smaller, closer spaced. And when you pass through, you try to catch some of through the fold of the top layer. But this one is really, you can see it, it's really more like the slip hem stitch. All right? I want everybody to do a version of this wide straight grain hem. Either edge stitch it by machine or do the hand stitch, all right? So that you know how, because this is one that's pretty, it's used a lot, all right? It's a beautiful, beautiful, let me show it on this side so you see. All right, it's a beautiful kind of hem. All right, so everybody must do this one. Everybody must do a ribbon hem. Your other choices on the sheer and the organza are up to you. All right, 2 organza, 2 sheer. Okay, and that's 2 sheer, meaning the chiffon or the georgette. Okay,
Good.
That's it for now.
And whiskey says goodbye.